Nah, okay, so one of my fuck buddies, we stopped talking for I think like 2 months. But then she hit me up the other day. She's like, I'm like, what's up? She's like, not much, just checking up on you since you don't know how to check up on people. So I was like, ah, you know, so I was just like that. So I was just,
but why are you heavy sighing behind that? Like, what's the issue?
I know the response she gave me. I was just like,
No. So caller. So I always talk about redirecting women to the task at hand. So it doesn't matter what she texts you.
I was gonna finish what I was gonna say.
Okay, finish.
Go ahead. Finish what you're gonna say, man.
Yeah, so she said that, right? And I just straight up said like, hey, like, trying to come over, like, let's do what we do. And then she's like, nah, I'm good. So
Okay.
my question is,
Wait, you asked her or she asked?
you said what?
You asked her or she asked?
Yeah, after she said, "Oh, I'm just checking up on you because you don't know how to check up on people," that's when I redirected it to just like told her come over and to smash. And then she's like, "I'm good." So my question is, get rid of her because obviously she's not listening.
Caller.
She's not interested in you.
Caller. So I want you to think about your question because the answer's in your question. Should I get rid of her because she's not listening? The answer is yes.
I know that.
But caller, she's not listening to you. She doesn't like you.
Yeah, facts. That's true. Yeah.
Hey, caller. You ever be somewhere and somebody's walking away and you call out their name, and you're calling out their name and you might say it a little louder, and then there's a point you realize you don't know if they heard you or didn't hear you. They're just walking whatever direction they're walking. You ever had that happen to you?
Not really.
Okay. You might be the only person I know never had that happen. Okay, so what I'm gonna tell you right here is you can't say, do I quit somebody that's already walking away?
Yeah, you can't charge a chick that doesn't want you.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess my question is, because we already smashed like a lot before we went on a little break.
Yeah, in the past.
Why is she coming back on some?
Caller. Look, I say this all the time. Caller, listen. When you get to a certain level of understanding and when you get to a certain level of game, you don't care why women do what they do. If they're not doing what you require, they're done. I'm not gonna ask a woman why she's doing something I don't like. So I'll put myself in your situation.
I'll be wondering.
Caller, listen, bro. Listen, bro. Listen. I'm gonna put myself in your situation. A woman texts me and I tell her, bring your ass over here and get this dick. And she says, no, I'm good. I'm not fucking with her no more. Right? You don't tell me no. Now, she can tell me I'm not available tonight, but I can do it tomorrow night. I'm fine with that.
Right.
But if you tell me no, I don't want your dick, then what the fuck I'm dealing with her at that point for?
Yeah, she said straight up, I'm good. So I'm like, then what the fuck you hit me up? Like I was like, what the fuck you hit me up then? Like,
why do you think she hit you up? Why do you think she hit you up?
I don't know, bro. I was like, I know like she fuck with me. I know she fuck with me, but
no, she don't fuck with you. She used to fuck with you. Past tense.
So I'm confused too. I'm confused because one, you said one of the pieces, one of my pieces, one of my side chicks. So that means you got others, right?
Yeah, it's one of my females we been kicking it, and then we stopped talking for a couple months, and then she just came back.
Oh, okay. So, but do you have others?
Yeah. That's not my girl, bro.
Okay, so then this is one of those problems that ain't a problem.
No, it's not a problem. I'm just calling up to see, like.
Well, you handled the phone call. You handled the phone call wrong. You fumbled a whole bunch of stuff. She called you. Who cares why she called you, right? like Zach said, if she's not with what you're with, it's not even this whole conversation didn't even exist.
Right. So
she called you up. She said, "Hey, how come you can't call me?" You were like, what did you say when she said, "How come you can't call me?"
You said what?
When she said, "How come you didn't call me?" or since you don't know how to hit me up, what did you say?
She said, "How come you like I'm checking up on you, and how because you don't be checking up on people." So this is what.
What was your response?
What was your response?
But this is what I told her. I'm like, who are you, like, for me to be checking up on you? I have other people that check up on me. I don't need you to check up on me.
Oh my! No, wrong response.
Nope.
Yeah, that's why I was like, damn, I was a little rude.
No, it's not about being rude. You were all emotional about the shit.
You sound like you ain't got more people that you are involved with.
So caller.
I just told her that she check up on me.
Caller. When she texts you, just checking up on you, you don't know how to check up on people. You could have just texted her, "Bring your ass over here and come check up on his dick." That's it. That's all. You could have just texted her that.
Damn. So I shouldn't have said all that shit.
No.
Right. Listen, Jillian has the simplest, most clear answer here, and she beat me to it. She doesn't want you, but she still wants you to want her. And the thing is, though, is that I don't think that she was really into it in the first place, right? Because you said what, 2 weeks went by, and you didn't hear from her, and then she showed up. Is that right?
Good. Talking for like a good year. And then we went on a little 2-month break.
2 months, right. So 2 months. So if you had influenced her body and her mind and her emotions, she would have been trying to reach out to you for more of your attention and affection and dick, and not just been a ghost for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So like you weren't like if you wanted her around, you were not influencing her to be in your presence because she would have just been ghost. She would have been hitting you up constantly, saying, "Hey, what are you doing? What's going on? What'd you eat today? Like, why do you have any free time?" Like she would be hitting you up. Like when a woman is addicted to your drugs, she can't get off. She needs a fix. She would be gone for 2 months. Right. And she was probably just like wondering, like, "Hey, wonder what happened to that guy? Huh? Let me just hit him up real quick." You know, it was curiosity. She's not into it, man.
So okay, go ahead, Mom.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Right. The reason why we went on 2 months is because she was like, "I be playing games and shit." So she's like,
"Caller, listen,
so she
caller."
She was trying to argue with me. And shit, so I was like, "Nah."
Caller, can you hear me?
What up, bro?
Can you, the whole time when I was saying caller just now, did you hear me?
Not really.
Not really? Okay. Well, please listen up, because when you hear us trying to address you, we need you to stop talking, basically. All right. So what you need to understand is you have a lack of consistency. That's what's going on with you. You're not consistent. Okay. So if you, oh, word. Yeah, my bad. But anyway, if you were consistent, right? You see, this is where having a roster comes in, because you have to manage your roster. So you have to create consistencies with each one of your females. What was the reason that you allowed 2 months to go by without you maintaining this girl on your roster?
Because the reason was I'm not serious. Because like I'm not gonna lie to you, I was emotionally unavailable. So
okay, what was the reason? What was the reason for your emotional unavailability? What was the reason?
Because I have other chicks, and I was just busy.
Okay, all right. So that's what I'm saying. That means you're not managing your situation correctly. That's what that means. If you want to have all these women, then you got to manage all of them, brother. That's what that means. Because you the type of nigga that's going to get your car keyed or a brick thrown through your fucking window or some other shit, or she going to get mad and throw acid in one of your bitches' faces. Do you understand how bad it could get if you're not consistent with all your women?
So let me ask the caller this. Okay, so caller, so you was fucking this chick for about a year, and I'm gonna ask you some questions. I already know the answer. I just gotta ask. Were you and this woman spending the night together?
She'd be at the crib. She come over and
did she spend the night? No. Did she spend the night? Yes or fucking no?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jesus.
Okay. Were you fucking her raw?
Nah.
She
wanted me to, and I'm like,
okay, that's cool. No. Okay, that's cool. Were y'all caller, listen. Were y'all watching movies together, eating together, taking showers together? Were y'all doing any of that shit too?
She'll cook for me.
Okay, stop right there. Now we get into it. To Miles' point, this is what you guys do. He was not your fuck buddy. Guys, listen to me. Once you start blurring the lines and you introduce non-sexual intimacy, spending the night, taking showers together, sharing meals, watching movies, she's no longer a fuck buddy. You're giving her boyfriend energy. You do understand that, right?
Yep. Mixed signals.
Yep.
So earlier, and I caught what you said. You said that she told you that you were playing games, right?
Yeah, because she wanted me to be emotional.
I know. Stop right there. So there is a verse by Lil Kim, "Get my feelings in it." She talked about getting my feelings in it. You got her feelings in it, and then you treated her like a fuck buddy, like a throwaway, like a jump off. She feels some kind of way. You do understand that it's your fault that things are where they are.
What do you mean you didn't do nothing to get her feelings in it? You invited her to your house, bro. Stop.
Yo, he wants an ego answer, right? He wants an answer.
That's all his
ego to say, "Oh man, you're the dude, and she's into you because you slapped it down so much." And like, dude, if you don't recognize, and this is the part where there's people with and without it, right? With game, without game. If you don't recognize that you mismanaged the situation, how are you going to learn from the situation?
No, I'm accountability. I'm not saying.
So caller, when you say you were emotionally unavailable, no. What you did is you misled her that you were emotionally available. You gave her the impression that you guys were building towards something, and then you pulled the rug from underneath her.
Right.
So this is what you guys do. You tell women, okay, real quick, my bad. So you verbally tell women, I don't want nothing serious. I just want sex. But then your actions are the stark opposite of that. So you give women the impression that you do want more based on how you're moving. Go ahead, Jay.
But this is my hard. This the hard part though. It's like it's kind of hard not to get them to do shit for you though, because it's like.
Yeah, you want the ego.
Why do you want them to do shit for you?
We're not just gonna be fucking, bro. Like,
why not?
For me, like, come, like,
who took her time?
You said what?
Who took her time?
What do you mean? Who took her time?
Well, if she turns around and says you're playing with me, that's because you did something with your time that was different. Because she was coming over, cooking for you, doing all this stuff for a whole year. Then all of a sudden, you go from a year to 2 months. You ain't even called her. Who took her time?
Me. I took the time.
And where'd you put it?
But we're just fucking.
So you don't have no other chicks then.
No, you were not just fucking. No, you were not. Caller, do you not understand that she was not your fuck buddy? In your mind, she was, but in her mind, she wasn't because of the things you were doing. You still don't understand this?
You found something new, huh? A little more sexier? A new little target?
Nah, she.
I mean, be honest. Like you found something new, little something. Ain't nothing like the new fish.
Yo, call in, guys. 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392.
Hold on.
what you're saying is like, just get rid of her since I fucked up.
No, she already got rid of you.
Thank you. You don't understand this? You still ain't got it?
Nah, I understand.
No, you don't. Okay, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Dukalux with the Norwegian Chrome, a couple more. So caller. So real quick. So let's go back over and readdress this, right? So you met a woman who evidently was sexually attracted to you. You started having sex. If all you wanted to do was have sex, you should have never introduced spending the night, sharing meals. Look, let me say this, and I want every guy to understand this. If all you want to do is fuck a woman, don't let her do extra shit for you. So if you're dealing with a woman who wants to take you out, spend money on you, and you know you don't want nothing but pussy from her, don't let her do it. Turn it down. I need guys to understand this, because when women start introducing things, when women start cooking and cleaning on their own, they have an agenda, and their agenda is to get closer to you. Their agenda is to extract, caller, listen. Mm-hmm. Their agenda is to extract non-sexual time and attention from you because they want more than just dick. So if you accept what they're doing, then you're signing up for the shit they're trying to extract from you. Yeah, I got it, man. God damn.
I got a question for you, caller. What things did you tell her?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
What things did you tell her to keep her in place and understanding she was just a fuck buddy?
You have no program, sir.
I don't think I really told her, like, I ain't really like verbally tell her, like, hey, like.
Right. So you were going with the flow, weren't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. So you have no program. So here's the thing. When you have a program, you know exactly what the fuck it is. Like, you can make a damn PowerPoint out of it. This gets relayed in whatever situation you're trying to build. When situations are running smoothly based around you supporting your program, not supporting the woman who's either on it or trying to get on it, you don't have problems with women. You don't have women saying, what is this? She already fucking knows. You don't have women saying, where are we going? What are we doing? Are you playing games with me? She fucking knows. She doesn't have questions about the situation because the situation is clear, right? And she's not bringing you shit. She's saying, she's coming and trying to get more of your time and energy, sure, but that gets managed, right? And if you do it right, she's not felt put out, right? Like that she's just being used and then just kind of put off in a closet for a little while and taken out whenever you want to play with her. She's getting value from spending time. She's like, I want more of that value that I'm getting, right? It's with the spirit of like, how can I accommodate you, sir? That's the spirit that you can create, but you don't have a program, right? You got no system. It's kind of like you got to see yourself as like a university, right? Like you're like Yale University. This is how you got to see yourself. They don't just say, hey, students, come on in, give us your money. And, we're just going to kind of like feel out this whole education thing, right? No, they got syllabuses for everything. They got prerequisites. They've got testing. They got the whole thing sorted out so that when people come in, they know exactly what to expect and what's expected of them.
Right.
And there's no questions. Does that make sense?
No, I hear you. So, okay. I don't think you guys are I don't think you guys are understanding. So, like, even though they're my fuck buddy, right? That the sex get old and that's all we doing.
But that's not all you're doing.
No. I don't think you're understanding. and that's the part. And did you see you had us on pause because we thought you was going to ask a question on how do I do this or how do I do that? Because you're not realizing.
Right. The best question would have been, how do I make a program then?
Yeah.
Right.
You're sitting here like, oh, you don't understand. No, we understand. What's happening is you're hanging out with this chick where you can bang on, and then you're having her cook you dinner. Yeah, man, I had that girl come over, cook me dinner, banged her out, man. I took, you know how I do, fellas. That's it. But
No,
you're not even governing yourself, though. You're not governing yourself.
It's not for y'all to applaud me for that shit. It's just like
you're not governing yourself.
Caller. Just in case you haven't figured it out, we're trying to help you. You fucked up. Caller, you fucked up with this particular woman. We're trying to help you understand that you made errors, that you blundered, that you mismanaged and mishandled this woman.
You fucked up with all of them. Like,
we're trying to get you to understand that. Here's the thing, and I want guys to understand this. Caller, listen to me, my brother. There are women out here who are down to just fuck and nothing else, where you can call them up and say, come get this dick, and they're like, on my way, daddy. You dick them down and send them home, and they're cool with that arrangement. Where you guys fuck it up is you get greedy. Zach, what do you mean by get greedy? You take a woman who is down to just have sex and nothing more. You're down to have sex and nothing more. But what you really want, you want the affection and companionship that a girlfriend would give you while thinking it's still just sex. You can't do that, right? And what happened with the woman is you allowed her to believe that she could have more than just sex. And then when she started getting her feelings in it and you got bored of the sex, what you said is, I really don't want to see this girl and spend the night with her no more. I don't want to take showers with her no more. I don't want to watch movies with her no more. I don't want to eat a meal with her no more. I just want to fuck her now. And she's looking at you like, how dare you cast me to the side like a jump off when we've been doing this extra shit. You can't introduce extra shit to women and take it back. They're not going to let you do it.
Right.
Come on, brother.
Oh, this makes okay, yeah, I am fucking up.
A light bulb. I thought the light bulb moment, nigga. God damn.
This is also indicative of just, this is about you, caller, but this is a lot of guys, frankly. When you're primarily focused on just getting your own physical pleasure, right? And when your pleasure doesn't come from control or orchestration or creation, right? That you'll get bored of that, right? Like a nut is a nut is a nut. Like eventually you're going to get bored, which means you don't have a creative mind in the bedroom. You don't have a creative mind in terms of her experiencing things other than your dick inside of her, right? And so so guys who are just primarily focused on getting just that sensory nerve pleasure like on their body, they will get bored. This is why a lot of guys just jump from girl to girl to girl in very short-term increments, right? But the thing is, though, is that when you have pleasure coming from creating things, when you have pleasure coming from orchestrating into her mind, right, and getting pleasure from that, that is where there's limitless options, right? There's things that girls will be doing, and you're getting into their brain where they can't not think about you, right? They're sitting there touching themselves, getting ready for, whatever you want them to do. I don't know if this is making sense, but it's like, if you're primarily focused on getting a nut, like, okay, so I had this client, right? Just very recently, he told me the story, and he had this lover that he was with for about a year, and he flew her out, right? And this was in Europe, so it's just like a little puddle jump from one country to another. And he was so focused on getting laid, and she was there for 3-4 days. She got off the airplane. They got into this car. It just so happens that the car service had a limo, right? He didn't even order a limo. And she was so like entranced by this shit. She blew him like right when she got off the airplane, blew him in the limo as they were driving to the hotel, right? They fucked when they got to the hotel. The next day, he satisfied all the things that he was after because he was just after the pussy, because he was led by pussy. And now he didn't know what to do. And so the entire time, she ended up taking control of the situation because he had no leadership like developed, and he didn't understand what to do. And then after she left, she fucking vanished because she was like, the guy, he's not a man. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on with time, space, energy. He doesn't know what to do. He created nothing. He just wanted to nut, and that's it. Right?
So let me do this. Hold on, real caller. Hold on. Let me shout out the super chats. Continental with a $4.99. Sleeping with the enemy. She's seductive, but what is she seducing you for? No doubt. LeBron with the 15. Respect, fellas. All right, caller, you go ahead. You got it, fam.
With the I don't know the white boy, the white dude name. I don't know what your name is.
Bro,
Justin.
White boy. God damn, brother, disrespectful and shit. All right, go ahead.
That's right. I know what he's saying.
No, I wasn't being just. I was just. Anyways, I hear you, but like, that's a lot of people you got to be creative with, bro.
It's the creativity is for yourself. I've got like books and notebooks and like I've got like whole volumes of shit that I've created for me, not for her. It's for me with my woman. She's like my toy, and that I get to play with, and it's all the shit that I want to do, so I don't get bored. If I'm getting bored, that's on me.
But that's your woman, though. I don't have a girl, bro.
I could do that with any woman. Do you know what I'm saying? The creativity and the experience that I have is based around me. It's my creativity. I don't leave it up to her because she's not the leader. I'm creating this shit, whether it's one night or multiple nights or multiple months or multiple years. It doesn't matter.
So, caller, I hear what you're saying.
But isn't that simping, though? If you're going to do all that with a fuck buddy, that you're not going
to...
Caller, I hear what you're saying.
Whenever y'all ready.
How's it working out for you?
So what?
I hear what you're saying. How's it working out for you? Exactly.
Yeah, Miles, whenever you're ready, fam.
Exactly. So you're not getting it, and I understand you're trying to defend your position because you got these fuck buddies and stuff. Cool for you, but you're mismanaging it. And if you don't see that, what'd you say?
No, I said I know I gotta manage that shit better.
So let me ask you a question real quick before we let you go. Let me ask you this.
What up, bro?
The 2 month hiatus. Who stopped calling who?
Now I actually deleted her off my Snap because I'm like, listen, I'm not about to argue with you. So you
okay, all right, okay. So let's back up.
Wait, Snap?
So prior to the 2 month hiatus, I'm assuming y'all were kind of arguing because she didn't like the fact that you were playing with her time. Did y'all get into arguments about that?
No. We didn't argue. That's why I got rid of her because she was trying to argue.
About what?
That's what you said. You were playing with my time and shit and blah 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 blah. So I'm like, listen, like.
Okay, no. Listen, caller, I need you to listen to what I'm about to ask you. So, what occurred? There was something that happened to bring her to the point where she is addressing it. What happened to make her tell you that? What instance or instances happened?
Oh, okay. All right. So this is what happened, right? So she got, I don't know, she did too much. She did way too much. So
like what? What did she do?
So she made food, right? So I went there and she had like a blanket on the ground.
Uh-huh.
And like just too much, bro. Just too much romantic shit. So I'm like listen, like.
Oh, really? Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Okay. No, because it got real to you, huh? It got real to you? See, caller, let me this is but caller, this was of your doing. You brought her to that point where she wanted to do that because in her mind, she felt that that's where the interaction was going. Because you were doing the boyfriend girlfriendy shit. So she, in her mind, she's like, oh, he likes me. Okay. I think we're building something. We're developing this bond. So I want to take it to another level. And I want to be romantic because he is my next boyfriend. That's how she potentially saw you. And when you saw it, you're like, oh shit, this is getting too real. And in her mind, she felt like you're playing with me. Go ahead, you got it.
And he probably went with the flow.
He did. I'm sure he did.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And instead of walking in and she sees all this stuff and you go, what's this? I didn't tell you to do this. Right? So I was seeing my woman once a week for the first 4 months. Okay? And I instructed her, when I get to your place, I want a shot of tequila waiting for me. You are to take my jacket and my bag and address me how I told her to address me. That's what she did every single fucking time that I came over. One time, she made me food. And I said, I didn't ask for this. I appreciate it. You know, I thanked her. I didn't want to make her feel like an asshole. But I appreciated it. And I said, listen, I didn't ask you to do that.
Right. So listen, that's going to go over his head. Caller, listen. Now, Pete, what Justin said. He said, I didn't ask you to do that because the actions you're taking are not part of the design that I have.
Right.
I have a particular way I want things to go. And by you doing that, you trying to interject your own shit is fucking up the flow of how I want things to go. So,
right.
So caller, I had a
fuck buddy program.
Yeah, exactly. I had a woman one time. Yeah, and you know me, I'm Mr. Hashtag her debit card works too. One time I met this chick. The very next day, she was trying to invite me out to dinner with her and her homegirls. She offered to pay. I told her no. I said, no, I appreciate the invite, but I'm going to have to politely decline. When you're done with your girls, give me a call if you still want to see me. And the reason why I had to tell her no, caller, was because I didn't ask for that. And if I would have took her offer, hold on, listen, I'll give it to you just a moment. If I would have took her offer, that would have been diametrically opposed to my program. I would have been following her lead and doing shit her way, and it would have completely fucked up my authority in the situation. But y'all got it.
I have a question.
Go ahead, caller. What's the question?
So if a girl has resources that you can benefit off of, you're not gonna use them just because you don't want
to. No. If all I want to do is fuck her and nothing else, nope. I'm gonna tell her no.
What? So if a girl can cook and you want some food,
caller. If all you're gonna do, caller, listen to me, brother. Listen, see, you still don't fucking get it.
No, I don't, bro. I don't.
Listen, caller. If a woman, listen to me. If a woman is offering to do shit that you did not instruct her to do, she has an agenda.
I'm telling her to cook for me.
So if all you want is pussy, why are you telling her that?
Because I see that she can cook. So we're going to fuck and then we're going to eat.
Okay, that's all right. But check this out. Cooking for me is a privilege.
Cooking for you is a privilege?
Yep.
But you're missing the whole thing. It's not your program, though. Did you tell her, hey, we're fuck buddies, but man, you sure can cook. So we're still going to be fuck buddies, even though I like your cooking.
Thank you, caller. Do you understand? See what? No, hold on, caller. Listen, this is what you were supposed to do. With a combination of verbal instructions and your actions, you're supposed to let her know, hey, yeah, you can cook, but understand, you will never get the title of my woman. We will never be in a relationship. So if you do this, understand that it's not going to get you any place but other where I allow you to go with it.
Yeah, I still wouldn't accept it. I still wouldn't accept it because that's encouraging behavior that you're not asking for.
Thank you.
So you could say like, hey, you don't have to do that, but you're allowing her to still do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got like a little kid, and you're like, hey, I prefer that you go to bed at 9:00, but I allow you to go to bed at 10. What standard does that set? You know what I'm saying? So you can verbally appreciate their initiative to like give to you, and you're like, hey, I love that, okay, but that's not what we're doing. Yeah, that's how I run things. I would not accept any behavior that I don't want or that's not approved of by my program.
Okay, there you go.
And you know why? Let's cut to the chase. It doesn't work, man. It's not working for you because this wouldn't be a phone call here. That's why I said, how's it working for you? It's not working for you. And so you gotta learn from it, because in every instance this happens, it's gonna repeat itself over and over and over again.
So caller, this is what you need to understand, is that you are being influenced by the behavior of the woman instead of the woman being influenced by you, right? So I'll use myself as an example. When I deal with women, I'm extremely methodical as to when I introduce certain things. I don't just introduce shit just because, right? If the woman wants certain things from me, I just don't give them to her because we're fucking, right? I'm very methodical because I understand the emotions of a woman. I understand that a woman can get emotionally attached real quick. I understand that a woman can get digmatized when you fucking her right, not just physically, but mentally. I understand these things. So I'm very cognizant of how the woman's behavior is going, right? I'm paying attention. See, this is what guys got to understand. Part of masculine leadership and influence and consistency is sometimes you have to save the women from themselves. You have to save the woman from getting too attached too quick. You have to understand that when a woman is getting attached and she's getting clingy, you have to understand how to beat that back and manage and mitigate the emotions of a woman. You haven't mastered that, and that's why you have trouble.
I don't even know what you even. Yeah,
I know it went all the way over your motherfucking head. I know.
Y'all should make a video. Y'all should make a video of how to do that shit.
You should get coaching on how to do that shit. Miles, you got it, fam. Whatever you want to do with it.
No, you should start your YouTube channel, because you one of these fake ass dudes that call in, swear you asking for help, but you really just called in to tell everybody that you got a roster, but you don't know what the fuck you doing.
No. I want help.
No, you don't. I
want help.
No, you don't. No. Guys like you are knuckleheads. You're a fucking knucklehead, bro. You don't want any help, because every time we tell you something, you like, y'all don't understand. It's like this. You don't want to. That's just who you are. Exactly, knucklehead. Exactly. But it's okay though. If you really do want coaching, please get with K-Zag or Mr. Justin, because I don't work well with knuckleheads. So, I'll just be honest about that. But we appreciate the call. Thanks for checking out the show. Thanks for calling in. We appreciate you. Take it easy.
So, Miles, we good on calls, my brother?
Yeah, we good on calls. Guys, call in 919-647-9392.
So let me say this. This is what you guys don't understand. A lot of you guys just go through life meandering about. You don't have no destination. You don't have no intent, no purpose for how you do things. Justin said it earlier. You just go with the flow. Guys, when you deal with women, you cannot just go with the flow. You can't. Because here's the thing. Women are looking for guidance. Women are looking for leadership. Women are looking to be a part of something greater than themselves. So when women encounter you, if a woman is not getting the appropriate leadership, if she's not getting the direction that she needs, she's going to go about trying to create her own dynamic within yours. She's going to go about interjecting her agenda and trying to get her needs met in lieu of yours, right? But when you have the type of guy where you're just all about a nut, as Justin was saying earlier, you're all about a nut, you're going to be easily controlled by the flesh. You're going to be easily controlled by the vagina. And once a woman realizes that you are easily controlled by sex, she's going to interject her agenda, and she's going to try to get what she desires out of the situation. And in many cases, it's going to be to your detriment, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And for a lot of you guys, y'all think, oh, there is no way I can just have sex with a woman without servicing her emotional needs. So then you go about trying to service her emotional needs without understanding, once that dynamic gets introduced, now you are at the woman's peril and what she decides to do. Now her emotions are the dominant thing going on in a situation. And because you're so blinded by what she's doing in pussy, you don't understand that it's a powder keg about to blow up.
And they're usually avoidance of those emotions. Like they don't know what to do. Just like the caller. Like she called up and she put forth this, a line or something like that. Like, why aren't you, annoyance or something like that. Like, why aren't you contacting me, or what's wrong with you? And he didn't know what to do. He was just like, he didn't know how to handle it. right? Because a lot of guys, they don't know how to handle a woman's emotions, right? They either like push them away or they're like a deer in the headlights. They just don't know how to manage that shit. And you're absolutely right, Zach. I tell my guys all the time that if you cannot lead if you're being led by pussy, it's impossible. They're antithetical. You cannot do it, right? You cannot dominate if you're being dominated. If you're submissive to pussy, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care, even if, right? So I talked to a number of guys who are like really good with women, but they still worship pussy because they're after that validation. So they get really good at procuring that validation, right? They get a good mouthpiece, they get their style going on, they get their socials going, but they still need that validation from women, right? Yep. And they get really good at playing on someone else's chessboard. And they think the queen is the number one piece, and they forget that it's the king. You know what I'm saying? So they get really good, and they're like, "Oh, look at me! I smash like 5 times a week or whatever." And it's like, okay, cool, but you lost before you even started the game.
There you go.
Facts.
Because you're submissive to pussy. You're doing all that shit, and yes, you might be successful in that, but you're still doing it for pussy.